in today's video, I'm just going to give a raw, honest answer to a question that I got asked the other day as to why and how I became a coach, and more specifically an online coach. So long story short, I got my PT qualifications about 4.5 years ago now, nearly 5. And I ran a personal training qualification course alongside being full-time working in the West End as an actor. The reason why I actually wanted to add that qualification on top of my acting career was so that I could supply myself with work whilst being out of work. But fast forward over the course of, say, 4.5 years now, forming a company of JDCF, it's become a massive passion of mine to make sure that I have a reputable business that actually generates good results and a quality service for any client that actually wants to work with me when it comes to losing body fat and building muscle and strength, and actually marrying that around their actual lifestyle. One of the biggest struggles that I find, and I found with myself, especially when I was getting into my training and nutrition more specifically, was the ability to manage through working full time, but then also prioritizing my health and prioritizing my physique, because I strongly believe that the career path that I choose in terms of being an actor, that my body does represent a large chunk of the value that I bring to my acting work. And a lot of people that I was working around were having the same struggles as well, in terms of looking the part that they wanted to be up for, or actually training and looking after their health, looking after their nutrition to make sure that they had energy to produce their work on a regular basis. They were struggling to marry that alongside their full-time schedule, or sometimes sporadic schedule. And so in terms of the reasons why I became a coach, it was mainly due to the fact that I felt that there was a demand for people out there who want to actually not be necessarily bodybuilders, but still be physique minded, still wanted to look amazing naked, or look great naked, or feel better about themselves in and out of clothes, feel more confident in themselves in and out of clothes, and in different sort of situations, getting stronger, feeling energized throughout the day. And there was a struggle with them trying to manage that around their busy lifestyle, and making sure that I was studying at the top level with top fitness industry professionals, alongside that with nutrition coaches and nutrition courses. It's been a long road up until this point to make sure that my service is up to scratch, that I feel like I can actually work with people on a mass scale in terms of making sure that they get the results that they deserve and desire, whilst it not necessarily overhauling their life. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. In terms of why I became a coach, I felt like there was a demand there. I felt like people do need help, and they still do. And as long as they still do need that help, then I'm fully confident that I will do everything in my power to make sure that I'm continuously educating myself, continuously working on my practice, on my service, to ensure that that demand is served. And I'm glad to say that after working with hundreds of clients, across the West End, across the UK, and across, the globe as well. I'm happy to say that I've worked with people in Germany, people in the US, people in Australia. I'm starting to kind of gather situations and different, environments where people are in, where it's not always optimal for them to just, rock up and train every single day or 5 days per week. Sometimes they've had to go through different situations. And another one is COVID. COVID is a great example of those that, for pretty much everyone, that we all had to change our circumstances somewhat. And it was a very testing year last year, for business owners. But alongside that, myself running a full-time business, my acting career was kind of at a standstill. So that became my focus. And essentially it was a great learning curve in terms of being adaptable. So I know that coming out of the other side of that, with things hopefully looking like it's going in the right direction, I feel as though JDCF is in a stronger position than ever. And I feel as though I'm excited to see what else I can bring to the table in terms of helping more and more people transform their physiques, having a proven track record now after 4.5 years of doing it, and actually just excelling thereafter. So yeah, that's why I became a coach. That's how I became a coach. And the story moving forward is just going to be more of the same, really. Balancing my acting career, working full time. I'm going to become a father for the first time, which is exciting, and it's just about making sure that everything is first and foremost about integrity within the training and nutrition industry, the fitness industry, maximizing my own potential, and also driving the business forward by making sure that the service comes first. Customer service is absolutely paramount for me. It's not about making sure that someone who comes in is just exhausted to the point where they can post a selfie on Instagram and go, I'm so tired. It's not about that, because it's not necessarily what absolutely generates results. I'm not in it for just social proof for social proof's sake. It's about what the client actually needs and giving them the service that they deserve, and so that they can get the results that they deserve, which is always about transforming their body, transforming their mindset around nutrition, transforming their mindset in terms of their overall lifestyle, and sustaining that success thereafter. And that's what JDCF will provide here on in.